Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely wonderful day. Here I've got this beautiful, quick and simple project, a heart full of flowers, using Rinea fold papers. We're going to need some cardboard, a string or twine from your stash, acrylic paints, and I chose metallic ones, also white and brown, some adhesive. I chose my favorite liquid glue, 3D gel glue, red liner tape, and then we're going to need cutting die in the shape of a heart, or you can create your own template, a pencil to draw the heart, a quilling tool, a sponge, can be a kitchen sponge, a paintbrush, scissors, and quilling cutting dies. These are from Crafter's Companion, and I will leave the names of all these cutting dies in the description down below. Also, we're going to need Rinea fold papers, and these ones come from Floral Variety Pack in colors of violet, starstruck with beautiful small stars, fuchsia starstruck, and marigold. And marigold will be for all our stamens, for all the flowers. And then from Pastels Variety Pack, I'm going to use this absolutely beautiful and amazing lavender and lavender starstruck. As you can see, these Rinea fold papers catch the light really beautifully. Our first step for the project will be to draw the heart on cardboard. As you can see, I'm placing my cutting die and I'm tracing around the heart. If you don't have a cutting die in this shape, you can create your own template. Then we're going to fussy cut, and also we're going to need 2 stripes of cardboard for the sides of the heart. Fussy cutting this heart was actually pretty easy. I really suggest you to use strong scissors for this step. To create our base for the project, I traced and fussy cut the heart 3 times. That will give us really nice base and also dimension for the project. And the entire project took me about an hour and a half to create. And here you can also see 2 other stripes of cardboard. Now it's time to attach all these 3 hearts, and I'm using my favorite liquid glue. This one is actually book binding glue, so it means it will adhere these pieces of cardboard really quickly and it will be very sturdy. Now I'm going to play with some acrylic paints, and to create this wooden effect, I decided to make some white and brown acrylic paint. As you can see, I'm just not very fussy about the mixture here. I'm just going with the flow, and I really encourage you to do the same, because actually crafting is fun, right? It doesn't have to be super perfect, and we're just going for organic look. Even then, it won't be, because we're going to add some metallic paint later on. But a small tip here, I really encourage you to dry your paint coats in between. So as you can see, here I'm applying white and brown on cardboard, and I'm going to leave these 2 panels for about 10 minutes to dry, because when I apply metallic colors on top, I don't want to mix it with my brown and white base. That is a small tip, but that might save you some time later on when you create your own project. And I really hope you will feel inspired to create something very similar. Now I'm going to use a tiny sponge, and I'm going to apply this bronze acrylic paint. And as you can see, it catches the light beautifully. And that's why it works so well with Rinea fold papers, because they are both metallic and they catch the light just so beautifully. I really encourage you to mix metallic acrylic paints and Rinea fold papers. The effect is absolutely stunning. Now it's time for some die cutting. For the stamens, as I said before, I'm going to use marigold, and for all the petals with different shapes and sizes, I'm using this beautiful lavender, lavender starstruck, violet, violet starstruck, fuchsia and fuchsia starstruck. And all the links to Rinea website, the design team and my written tutorial will be in the description down below. So to create one flower, we need 2 sets of the same petals in the same color and 2 stamens. To save us time, we're going to adhere red liner tape, and this one is 3 millimeters wide. And we're going to peel it off. I really encourage you to use a pokey tool to do it. I didn't have it on hand, I don't know why, but pokey tool will save you quite a lot of time here. When you peel it off, now it's time to put another set of petals, and the idea here is to offset it. That's why you will have really nice dimension to your flower. Now it's exactly the same combination with the stamens. You apply the red liner tape, peel it off, and adhere another stamen, just offset it slightly. And that will save us so much time to create the 3D flowers. When you are happy with this step, we're going to need a quilling tool. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can use a bobby pin, or you can also use your fingers, because Rinea fold papers really shape nicely, so you can do it as well. However, quilling tool saves you so much time. And another tip here, when you use Rinea fold papers, it holds shape. However, using a tiny bit of red liner tape will save you so much time later on, and the flower will stay together, both stamen and petals. So as you can see, I put just a tiny bit of red liner tape under the stamen and then on top. And when I start rolling my petals, I put the gold on the outside and purple in the inside, which means when I open my flower, we will only see the purple color. However, with Rinea fold papers, you can play and have fun with any colors you want. The variety of colors in the set are absolutely amazing, and I really encourage you to check the website. So when our flower is done, as you can see, I'm using my fingers to shape all the petals. You can bend them, you can fold them, and you can twist. And with all these quilling flowers, even if you use exactly the same cutting die, the effect will be absolutely different if you use your fingers to shape the petals in a different way. Here you can also see my other project using Rinea fold papers, and I hope you will give it a go. Either my heart full of flowers or this project, which you can see in the top right corner. Okay, going back to our project, I think it is a really nice gift for a birthday or wedding anniversary. For example, if you want to give someone something special for a 40th birthday, I really encourage you to create this heart slightly bigger and put 40 flowers inside. And that way the recipient can keep the flowers for as long as they wish, because these are not real flowers. And what's absolutely amazing with Rinea fold papers, they really hold the shape. Unless you change it, obviously. So as you can see here, I'm using fuchsia starstruck paper, and it actually has the same color on both sides. And again, I'm using red liner tape just to make sure the flower is secure. And when you take it off your quilling tool, just be gentle with your flower. And now you can see all my beautiful flowers I created. As I said before, it doesn't really take that long, and when you use your fingers, you can create a variety of shapes of these flowers. And as you can see, they are really 3D and so beautiful. If you don't have Rinea fold papers, I really encourage you to use card or any papers from your stash. Even pattern papers would work really well for this heart full of flowers. Now, as you can see, they've got different shapes and colors. And if you don't like this color scheme, have a look at your stash and have fun with the colors you like. Maybe you would like some blues, and navy blues, dark blues. Maybe that will work for you. Okay, now I'm using my scissors to create some small elements for the sides of the heart. As you can see, this step is super quick and easy. I just had to make sure that the paint was totally dry before cutting the panels. Now, and it doesn't really, you can't really see it on the camera. However, in real life, it really adds more interest to my project. So I chose metallic gold acrylic paint, and I'm using a sponge to apply the color on the sides of the wooden panels. And as I said before, metallic acrylic paint works really well with Rinea fold papers because they catch the light really beautifully together. I wonder if you have ever created a project for someone with 3D flowers. If you have, please leave the link in the comments down below. I would really like to see your projects. That would be so amazing. Okay, now I'm using my liquid glue and I'm putting all these small wooden, let's say wooden panels on the sides of my heart base. And this one is really easy because, as I said before, we used 3 hearts for the base, so we've got really nice dimension. And I really encourage you, when you apply all these small panels, to leave it to dry for about half an hour or so, because we don't want to take all the panels off when we put the string here. You can also use a twine or thread, whichever works for you and whatever you've got at home. And as you can see, you don't really need proper MDF or wood panels. You can create your own heart using just cardboard, and that's what's very unique about handmade project. You can actually use whatever is at your stash. And as you can see, I'm actually putting quite a lot of string here for more interest. I did 3 rounds for extra interest, and I really like the result, to be honest. And now I can tie a knot and my string will be done. Just cut the excess of the string and it's done. You can also tie a bow if you prefer it. I just wanted a knot and I was really happy with it. And to put all the flowers in, I decided to use 3D gel glue. However, you can also use hot glue. That doesn't really matter. And now what's really good about actually 3D gel glue, you will have some time to maneuver all the flowers. As you can see, I'm just placing them and moving them around, which is super amazing about this type of glue. And when you're happy with your project, that's how it looks. You can give it to someone, or maybe you can attach a string at the back and just have it on a wall. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. On the left and on the right, you can also see 2 other videos. Have a fantastic day and happy crafting!